What's up, everybody? Trainer Steve checking in for this momentous Momentum Morning, the Tuesday edition. Today, we're going to show you where we commonly see the most tightest part of your body, the muscles that seem to cause the biggest issues, and what you can do about it. So, we're going to cover that right now, and then we'll be covering the habit roll call, commenting and checking in with everybody who's been bringing their habits to the table here and giving you the credit, maybe a little bit of feedback on what else we can do to advance ourselves here. As always, if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section and we'll try to make a video for that. All right, everybody, today with a little bit of science you should know about on the hamstring.
Science you should know about.
Bam, baby. So this is the tightest area that I tend to see. There's a couple other places too, but this is one of the biggest ones. We're talking right in the backside right there. So right under the butt cheek where we see that tape, this is your hamstring, and in that region, we tend to see it get very tight. So here are some things that we can do about it. Foam rolling, if you'll notice how this gentleman is doing it, he's keeping his buttock off the floor there. Commonly, we'll see people kind of slouch their lower back when they're trying to do this, and they're not getting enough stretch. What you want to do is actually stretch this tissue along the butt as much as you can while you're doing the rolling, and that'll help alleviate some of that tissue area.
Pulling down.
To alleviate that, what I kind of like is the way this gentleman is doing it here. If you get yourself up a little higher, then you can put the back of your booty there and thigh onto a product. You don't even need a foam roller. You could use a kettlebell. You could use something hard, whatever it is you've got around that's big and blunt and round. Foam roller works pretty good though. And then lastly, we'll leave you with this movement here. This gentleman has a lacrosse ball. He's also a chiropractor and a physical therapist, but this is a standard physical therapy move here. We get the lacrosse ball or whatever myo ball you got, and then give yourself a little back and forth sideways there, and then do a little bit up and down, kind of going that way as well. So he's doing side to sides, and then we should do back to forwards too as well to get into that string of the tissue. Notice he's pushing down on there. You could also do some kickouts. There he goes. He's about to do some kickouts, and then that will lengthen and shorten the muscle and then massage it some more. You really, really, really want to be massaging that area. Oh, here's a little bonus one for you from that gentleman. Getting a little cable stretch there, putting a band on the back of your ankle, trying to apply a little bit of active action there, contracting that muscle. What you're doing is actually using that hamstring down there to pull the band, and then it will stretch you back. That is also a physical therapy technique to trick your muscles into relaxing. So the reason why we want to be working this is because if we're not, then we're going to develop sciatic issues. We're going to have nerve pain along the side right here. We're not going to be able to alleviate the pressure that's going to accumulate in the lower back. What happens is this gets super tight. That starts to cause all these muscles here to kind of clamp down, and then your lower back gets tighter, and then you just develop worse and worse issues over time. So being loose down there in the back of the hamstring, also very important for your gait when you are walking. So if you're walking and you don't have loose hamstrings, you're going to take shorter steps. You're not going to get as far in life. All right, everybody, we're going to move over to the habit roll call. I see you laughing at me, PJ. What's up, PJ? We're going to do the roll call now. All righty, let's move.
The world-famous habit roll call.
Oh, all righty. We are here in the habit roll call live. Look, Mr. Matt Bailey, 40 push-ups, 30 seconds lower plank, 39-second ice blast, and 12 gratitude entries. Boom, son. Mike Wassman, day 75 of reading, day 55 of PT, day 44 of English teaching prep, and 11 hip bridges. Crushing it. How's that reading going, Mr. Mike? Are you done with something? Yeah, that's 75 days. You had to have read like an entire encyclopedia. Jonathan Hernandez. Last night I got my split squat in 6 reps at 20 pounds. Bam, son. He has increased by 1 repetition. I'm really proud of myself for being consistent on my training program. Let's talk about that. We wrote out a program for Jonathan to do on his own at his gym, and he's been crushing it. What do we got going on here? And he's good. He's grateful for his gratitude. Cold shower for the whole shower. Whoa, no way. Not ice cold, but still went in. That's amazing, Jonathan. You really upped your skill level on those cold showers. Cold showers can help increase your ability to be resistant to high stress environments. when you're more panicked all the time. If you've learned how to be in the cold like that, it's easier to overcome other overexcitatory parts of life. So it's good skill to learn. Sammy, day 2, yoga, and walked 1.5 miles with my doggy. We're glad you're getting back into it, Sammy. Thank you for your check-in. Iggy, diet is fuel. Yesterday we talked about how diet is about what's going in your mouth. Diet is not just crushing yourself or killing yourself by severely restricting calories or trying to omit all of these foods. Diet simply just means putting in food in your mouth, and if we relook at it that way, we can start to look at different ways to diet. Since I knew I couldn't work out Monday morning, I picked up some overtime overnight, but got my meal prep done for the week. Look at that, everybody. Even though he's working extra, he's got his meal prep in. Got in 3 10-minute meditation sessions and 30 minutes of yoga as well. Whoa, dude, Iggy, you are freaking killing it. That's impressive. Basement is nearly dried out. He had a flood. I should be able to move everything off the deadlift platform, which I built from the flooding in mind. That's interesting. Dude, you're smart. And get back to my deadlifts at the bare minimum Tuesday afternoon. Also decided to splurge on myself and buy a pair of 25s and 35-pound dumbbells that I managed to find. That is bitchin'. Iggy, in 22 days sober. Hell yes. Killing it, dude. Yeah. So proud of you for getting those 22 days in. My sobriety streak started Sunday. Baron Adams, looking forward to taking some PTO. Have 4 days of the week to get the next 10 days off. Squats will be 9, but he already got that in. I think eating has been an 8 out of 10, so he's killing it. Evelyn is saying good morning to us. I'll read that one for tomorrow's. Right now off the comments. Let's see. Chantel, she said she skipped the echelon. We had an actual meeting yesterday with all the things she's working on. She's working with a trainer virtually 3 times a week, and we're talking about her diet and trying to how to correct that a little bit. So we recommended that we just kind of focus on the sleep elements. Let's look and see who's going on. Oop, I disappeared. Let's see. Boom, PJ's laughing at me. He says his lower back is terrible. This video helps a lot. Thank you, Mr. PJ. If you are still watching, I did make the leaky gut video for you. That's up on YouTube. I just never sent you the link, but that's up. So give it a watch. I worked very hard on that. Evelyn Price, good morning. Day 112 of no sugar over 6 grams. Got my stretches in. Kettlebell swings, clean and lifts, done. Hip exercises, done. Love the topic today. This is where I'm really tight. Have a great day. Thank you, Miss Evelyn. We appreciate you. That is the habit roll call of the day. So we'll just go look at what we covered today, making sure we're working on that hamstring anatomy. And then if we're tight there, just try to get it a little bit loosened up. I tend to try to get on that before I go to bed. It helps with the relaxation so that you can be more comfy while you're sleeping. If you have tight muscles while you're in bed, when you're trying to sleep, your body is going to say no, 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 no. And it's actually going to make you roll around and move around a bunch. Just as a side note, since I have an extra couple minutes since that went fast. Oh, shit. I froze. Oh, well. Well, I'll keep talking while my video screen is off. What I was going to try to say was that when you have tight muscles when you're trying to sleep, normally your body will start to roll because we're using the floor as a roller instead of the actual roller you see there. In historical times, we had harder floors that we laid on, and then laying on that harder floor, like if you're camping or something and you're moving around on that hard floor, you're actually massaging your muscular tissue the way you would be doing here. So then your body's going to give you cravings to move around at night so that you can release some of those muscles. And you don't want to do that. So if instead we can be rolling on something like this all over your body and release those muscles so that you can get better sleep. All right, everybody. Stick to it to get to it. I'm out.
You gotta stick to it to get to it.